Hey guys, Tommy, the Off-Grid Nation coming at you. I wanted to do a video about some of the more disturbing news stories coming out about the FBI charging more people. This time, veteran Trump leader among 14 charged and armed 2014 standoff at the Bundy Ranch. That's right, they're going back, they're circling around, and they're getting more people from the Bundy Ranch. You know, I talked to a guy that I met through YouTube. He was out there at the Bundy Ranch in 2014, and he is most definitely concerned that he may be on the list of people to round up. And he's got a wife and kids, and it's not a matter of if, he's more concerned about when they're going to come get him. So I'm going to say a prayer for that guy, and I am going to do all I can on my end to make sure, if that were to happen, that we somehow rally together to help out his family. In that vein, I really am concerned about the fact that the FBI seems to be going around and just adding charges to people that I think have done their civic and patriotic duty. If you read the quotes from our forefathers, they're saying that we all have the duty to uphold and defend the Constitution and fight off a tyrannical government. And these guys seem to be the most patriotic of the bunch, and they're the ones that are being targeted. So, you know, for months I've been agonizing, especially since this whole Hammond thing came about, and it really kind of got into my crosshairs. I've been agonizing over, you know, what can I do? And short of taking drastic measures, I think, you know, the best thing that I can do is help raise awareness through my channel, help get together with like-minded people, talk about it, you know, spread the message of freedom and liberty, fan the flames of liberty, and you know, maybe take the next step. You know, what else can we do? Well, let me show you, because here's one thing, and I haven't talked about this before. This has been going on around a lot of channels. They're calling it Liberty Bell, Let Freedom Ring, and I believe we can give credit to Ancient Mum. She comments on the channel here quite a bit and comes on. I say she. I guess I'm assuming that Ancient Mum means mom, so I'm just assuming you're a she. But if not, I apologize. April 15th at 4:23 Pacific time. A bunch of patriots are saying, hey, we're going to try to create awareness for freedom by honking horns, ringing bells, playing music. So on the East Coast, it's going to be 7:23. You know, kind of just raise awareness to what the heck's going on out there. Because I think if you talk to the average sheeple, they have no idea what has happened, what is happening, and what's going to be happening. So, you know, is this going to change anything? I don't know. Is it tough for me to get super excited about this? A little bit, but I can't poo-poo anybody that's out there trying to spread the message, right? So, I mean, you know, is beeping your horn at 4:23 Pacific time on April 15th going to change anything? I don't know, but I'm not going to say that it's a bad idea, and I'm sure as heck going to play along, because again, I'm willing to do anything that I can physically do to help the movement. So I'm gonna do this. I mean, it's the least I can do. So I'm gonna ask you guys to check this out, and if you feel like playing along, I say please do. There's a Facebook event. I'm gonna see if it's in the. Well, anyway, you can go to this YouTube link. I'm gonna try to put it in the description, and there's a Facebook event for it, and you can click that you're going, and we're gonna try to get as many people as we can into this thing. And you know what? Let's try to spread the message there. Trying to go to the next level, because I really think that there's more that we can do than just that. And I'm not saying that the organizers of this event are saying that this is, you know, the most we can do. I'm sure they know that it's not, but I do appreciate the fact that they took the time and try to organize this and spread the message. We cannot fault anybody for trying to spread the message here, guys. Let me see if we can click on this. Breaking: FBI rounding up Bundy supporters now. Unbelievable. And they went after Dave Bundy, another Bundy child. And it just seems like they want to wipe this family off the planet. They're going to do all they can. They're holding them in prison. They're not letting them out before trial. They're being treated as though they're guilty before they're even tried in a court of law. And you know what? It's a kangaroo court. We know that these people don't deserve to be there. We know that they didn't break any law. At least no law that I'm aware of. In fact, I think they did the right thing, and they are literally having the book thrown at them and then some. Let's check this out. Gavin Simon. I'm going to play a little bit of this because he mentions 3 different things that we can do, and I'm going to just put number 3 and then issue a challenge to you all.
Number 3, start giving. All right, our patriots, they went down to Oregon. They loved their neighbor. They stood up for the Constitution and the rule of law. And what did the government do? They murdered Lavoy Finicum. They assassinated him on the side of the road. They locked our patriots in cages. We need to start putting it on the line. They put their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor on the line. We need to start being willing to do the same. We need to start giving of our fortunes. We need to start supporting them for legal fees and for their families, their wives, and their children that are out here. They can't do their jobs. They're locked away without due process, not being given bail. Friends, we have to start stepping up. And patriots, I always see them saying, oh, we'll be here when the time comes, we'll be there for you. And then the time comes, and the word money is mentioned, and they flee, they scatter in every direction, or they say, oh, well, I'm sorry, I've got a new house payment, and I just bought a new boat, and there's the car, and then there's the vacation, and we're going to the game this weekend, so sorry, I really can't be there for you, and I can't really give any money. Stop making excuses.
All right, I hope that audio came out okay. If not, I will place a link in the description of this video, and hopefully you can go check that out and listen to the whole video. I think it's worth it. So I think he's right on the money, and he also has a link in here, and again, I will put that in the description. And here's what I'm going to ask you all to do. Is blowing your horn going to make a big difference? I'm not sure, but I do believe it's going to make a big difference if we get together and just send these people that are sitting in a cage a letter. Send them a personalized letter. We know it makes all the difference in the world. From some of the things that we've heard from these guys that are locked up, they said, mail time is the best time of the day or the best time of the week for these guys when they get their mail and they're able to go through and read these letters. It brings tears to their eyes. They realize they're not alone. I mean, guys, can't we do that? And here Gavin's made it easy for us. On Call Me Gav, he's got Free the Patriots. He's got their fundraiser pages. He has other information on how to contact them, the ones that are held at FCI Terminal Island. He even tells you exactly how to make out the address so it'll reach them. Guys, he's made it easy. I mean, I really think that we can do that. We can spend a little bit of time, a little bit of money, and there might be a couple of people on this list that you don't like or you don't agree with or you think are government shills or what have you. Okay, you can leave them off the list. But there's got to be some people on this list that you respect and you appreciate what they've laid on the line. And I'm going to ask you, write them a personal letter. And then I'm going to issue this, well, I guess it's a challenge to y'all. I'm willing to open up my wallet, and I've told you this before, I'm tighter than 2 coats of paint. I don't like giving money away. But, watching that video from Gavin, and recently I have opened up my wallet and given a few dollars away to a couple of what I thought were worthy causes. I'm going to do the same here. And I'm not rich, I'm not made of money, but I'm going to ask anybody who watches this if they can part with $1, part with it, and I'm going to match it. And I'll match it up to $100. I'm willing to spend $100 here, and that's the least I can do right now is send letters to these people and take that step, send a letter, let them know that they're not alone, and send some money. And I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do this. If you want to send it to my PayPal account, it's carolinaprepper7@gmail.com. I'll make sure that I take screenshots of everything, so everything's above board, show exactly what came in, and then I'll show a screenshot of me matching that and sending it out to them. And if you have someone specific you want your dollar to go to, make a note of that, and I'll make every effort to make sure that that person receives your contribution. If you want to send more, fantastic. But, listen, I know times are tough for a lot of people out there. I know things don't come easy, and we all have bills, and sometimes we're behind. I'm not asking you to send $50 or $100 or $1,000. I'm asking you to send $1. And if you believe in liberty, if you believe in the cause, if you believe what I believe, and gosh, the fact that you're watching these videos, I gotta believe that we're in the same book, if not on the same page. I'm asking you to step up here and do the best that you can to help support this. And I did want to say I issued a challenge to many of you, and some of you guys stepped up in great form, and I appreciate that. When it came to sending letters to the Congressman Walden and sending letters to some of the different people I put links to and whatnot. I even put a letter for you. But the only person I got an email back from was Representative Greg Walden out in Oregon. And I'll read it to you. He said, "Thanks for getting in touch with me about the sentencing of Dwight and Steve Hammond and the underlying issues in the West regarding how federal agencies interact with local citizens when it comes to our public lands. When I spoke on the House floor several weeks ago, my message of frustration came from my heart. It came after many years of working with local farmers, ranchers, and foresters, and rural community leaders who every day see more restrictions on the use of public land and diminished economy in our rural communities. I'm working on legislation to make sure that when ranchers and timber owners use fire for traditional management or as a backfire to prevent loss, that they are not treated as if they were terrorists. I'm also working to stop additional wilderness proposals in southern, central, and eastern Oregon and the threat of a national monument nearly twice the size of the Grand Canyon National Park in Malheur County. And I'm continuing my efforts to pass reforms to reduce wildfires and improve forest and range health. I appreciate your involvement in standing up for our rights and working to get the public's voice actually heard. It's an honor to represent you in the U.S. House." You know what, like I said, I appreciate the fact that he sent something back, although I know that it's a form letter, and I wish the guy was doing more than trying to pass legislation. I wish he was up there on the floor every single day and in front of the news cameras every single day saying what a travesty this is and actually trying to get these people out of prison. So, again, folks, change in this country is not going to come from the top down. We spend a lot of time talking about who's running for president and who's going to be better. It's not going to come from the top down. It's going to come from the bottom up. It's going to come from people like you, from people like me, from people like us. And unfortunately, that means that we're going to have to pony up and kick in a few bucks. And I'm not asking anybody to skip a meal over this. I'm asking you to donate $1. I hope you can do that. Please give a thumbs up. Please share this video to as many people as you can. And please find out how you can donate. If you want to donate directly to these people and skip the match, that's fine too. I don't care. Just please try to find it in your heart to kick in $1. All right? I appreciate you guys watching. And I'm going to try to include links to all this stuff so you guys can visit all of it. Let's keep these guys in our thoughts, in our prayers, and these gals in our thoughts, in our prayers, and in our hearts. And let's actually do something about it. So be part of this Liberty Bell, Let Freedom Ring to raise awareness. Try to continue to spread the message and wake people up. And donate $1, folks. Thank you.